All right, good evening. Glad to see so many of you here. It is 6 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and get started. First of all, my name is Mr. Hawkes. I am one of the orchestra directors here at Haggard Middle School, and this is our very first standalone beginner concert without recordings. You'll think back to the very first concert they played with CDs. They don't have anything to help them out today except for everything that they've learned. Very glad to see you here and supporting your child here in the orchestra at Haggard Middle School. We're really excited to share this program with you. These students have been working very hard, learning all sorts of new things in orchestra, and I'll kind of point those out to you as we go through today. First of all, one of the first things that is new is that we have actually put these students into chair order, and that is something we have finally progressed to. And the way we do that, the only fair way that I can do that, because I can't pile everybody into that first chair, that would, number one, like I told them, be really uncomfortable for the person on the bottom. And number two, you would have bows poking you left, right, and up and down. So what we had to do is we took all of their playing tests, we averaged them together, and then that's how we put them into order. And I always tell them, you know, it's not really about the chair that you're in, because you're in the orchestra. We want you to be participating. And I always tell them the story about when I was playing with the Las Cruces Symphony Orchestra. I was dead last chair, second violin, with the flute right in my left ear. And I loved every minute of it because I actually got to play in a symphony orchestra. It was amazing. So I tell them, never, ever make fun of anybody. We are here to support each other. But I do want to recognize those students that have gone above and beyond, and they've really prepared their music to the absolute best that they possibly could. So at this time, I would like the section leaders of each section to stand and be recognized. Proud of them for going above and beyond and learning this music. You can be seated. Thank you very much. And also, before we get started, I would like to recognize a few people. First of all, we have our administration over here represented by Ms. Julianne Dean, Mr. Brooks Baca, and our counseling team represented by Ms. Meredith Easter. And of course, glad to have them here. We could not be doing this without them. Now this first piece, I told you we were learning something new. We've been working on brand new finger patterns, which is where we start using, in the violins and violas we call it low two, and in the cellos and bass we learn second finger. And this is where we start to get more interesting sounds. We can start creating more notes on our instrument, and you'll start to hear that in the very bluesy, jazzy sounding soul strings, which will be conducted by Miss Stern. Following that will be French folk song. And in that, we've been learning about dynamics. And dynamics are where we play louder and softer to make the music more interesting. So listen closely, we've been adding those in as well. And with that, I would like to welcome Ms. Stern to the stage. And please help me welcome the Haggard Beginning Orchestra. Haven't they made a huge improvement since the last time you heard them? It's amazing. Give them more of a round of applause. They're doing really well. All right. Now, there is one other person, maybe another one, I haven't seen them walk in, that we need to recognize, and those are our cluster orchestra directors. So I would like to recognize Miss April Condrat, who is here to help us out. She's right over here. And of course, not sure if they were able to make it tonight, but Mr. Brian Coatney and Miss Tara Cesario from Plano Senior High, they're always here helping out and doing what they can for us. So let's give them another round of applause as well. Thank you for that. All right, and with that, you'll see that we have also added the conductor in more of the conductor's role. And the students and us have been working on how to follow the conductor, what all of those symbols mean. And believe it or not, we're not up there waving our arms just because it makes us look cool, right? Okay, there is a method behind that. There are things that we are communicating to the students. And one of the last big things that we've really been working on is watching and interpreting and knowing what to do when the conductor is doing something. So you'll see us doing more and more of that. And with that, we'll play our last piece, First Scale March. All right, we thank you very much for coming out tonight. They've done a wonderful job. Let's give them one more round of applause. Very proud of the progress they have made. Please be looking forward to their next concert, both the spring concert and the spring festival coming up in May. So right after spring break, we're diving into much more advanced music. All right, at this time, beginners, I need your attention up here, please. I'm going to have you help with getting things off of the stage, so please listen closely. I need one person to turn the stand upside down and take it over to the stand racks. There's one over there where Miss Stern will be, and one over here